Joining us now is the West Bengal Governor, C.V. Ananda Bose ji. Governor Sahab, Namaskaram. Thank you very, very much and for joining us here at CNN News 18. My first question to you, sir. You went down to Sandeshkhali. What is your assessment of the situation on ground?
What I saw there was shocking and shattering. Women's freedom and dignity were all given the go-by. I saw a kind of what the people call gunda raj there in that locality. There is a fear psychosis there. I could not find that law enforcement agencies were active in that place at the moment when I went there. Now, from here, I am in touch with the victims there. I find that scare is still there. Something has to be done. Something has to be done effectively. Something has to be done now. That is the situation there. I am cancelling my official visit to Delhi. I am in Delhi now. I am going back to Sandeshkali to see what best can be done there.
Governor Sahab, were you able to speak with any of the victims? They have made some very startling allegations. Did you hear from them? What did they say to you? Honorable Governor, sir, can you hear me? Ananda, we'll try and connect with Ananda Bose. I think we've just lost the line with him. We will try and connect with him. So what he's first said in his first reaction to us here at CNN News 18 is that there is a fear psychosis. What he has seen there is that women's dignity has been compromised. There has been absence of law and order there and protection from the rule of law or from law enforcers. As far as the locals are concerned, he's also said that he's cancelling his current official trip to Delhi and he's rushing back to Bengal and he will go back to Sandeshkhali. We will try and connect with him once again right away in just a few seconds, just at the live link and the audio connection with him so that he could hear our questions. That's been, we're just trying to re-establish that, ladies and gentlemen. The governor live with us. Governor Ananda Bose is back with us. Sorry, sir, regret the inconvenience. My second question to you, my name is Anand, if you can hear me, Ananda Bose is you said you're in touch with the victims. When you went there, were you able to speak with some of the women? What did they say to you?
I met hundreds of women folk there. They are all on the road. I interacted with them. I could understand their sentiments, their feelings. They told me the worst that took place there. They also gave it to me in writing, specifically mentioning the names of the offenders. All that I wanted was a reassurance that peace will be there, peace with honor. Now their honor is in pieces. That is what they wanted, peace, peace and peace. There is a shanti. That is what we need. That is what we should give them.
Have they been subjugated to atrocities that are a gross violation of basic human rights, C.V. Ananda Bose?
As I could gather from them, I think the worst that can happen has happened there. Women's dignity has been thrown to winds. They are all scared. It is not a crime in a particular place. I will see it's a crime against womanhood. It's a crime against humanity which took place there.
There is an allegation that there is a deliberate attempt to polarize or politicize the situation. Would you see any merit in that allegation made by the Trinamool?
Politics is not my cup of tea. I refrain from commenting on that.
But is there a real problem on ground, Governor Sahab, if I may ask you that, what you have witnessed? Or is it just somebody's figment of imagination?
It's not a figment of imagination. It's a piece of reality which I saw there. To deny that atrocities have not been heaped on them is wrong. Atrocities have been done there. There has been a kind of anarchy-like situation there. People feel it. They are dejected, depressed. They have been oppressed by the people, the gangsters whom they call. That's a fact. We cannot deny it. There is no gainsaying the fact that a lot of atrocities have taken place there, which is very benumbing to any civilized sense.
Did these women who you met, did they say their complaints have been written? Have their complaints been lodged? Have they been heard?
They made oral complaints to me first. Then they gave me written complaints. Around 100 women have given written complaints to me. And I have reduced it into writing and issuing it as my report card to the people. If you want to know what they told me, I can elaborate on it now.
Yes, please. Could you please elaborate?
See, one thing which all of them said is that they were intimidated by the goons. The names also they have given to me. First, they were saying intimidation and threats to villagers by Shahjahan Sheikh, Sushanta Sardar, Shiva Prasad Hazra, Neelkanda Hazra, Sanju Singh, Ranju Singh, Amal Singh, son of Amal Singh, Shantanu Basu, and others. Second complaint was torture and sexual harassment of women when the menfolk are away. Third, police working hand in gloves with rowdy elements. These are the complaints given by them. Then grabbing land forcibly for prawn cultivation. Then letting sewage into the land of those who do not agree to part with their land for the gangsters or their henchmen. Then coercing the hapless villagers to withdraw police complaints lodged by the victims to the police. 7. The police, instead of registering complaints against the miscreants, directing the local residents to make compromises with them. 8. The gunda elements, disguised as policemen, trespassing into the victims' houses in the night. There are other complaints as well. These are the main complaints that were given to me in writing by the people.
One of the counter allegations that have come, Governor Saab, because you have got the complaints in writing, and one of them is sexual harassment. And some of the women being forced upon or being targeted, especially when their husbands or wards are not around. Did many women say this to you? Because many are saying that the 10-member team under a female DIG that's been formed, there has been no official complaint that's been received so far alleging rape or sexual harassment.
I am not an investigating officer. I don't want to join issue with the junior investigating officers who went there. I have stated what they told me. This is a statement of facts.
And was there clear evidence of land grab or this kind of atrocities being committed when you interacted with these victims? And did all of them echo these 9 or 10 points that you have compiled in your report?
I cannot vouch for that. These complaints are general in nature. I have culled out the main complaints that were lodged. It doesn't mean that every complaint was made by everyone who lodged complaints with me. These are the major complaints that I received from the people whom I met there.
Governor Saab, if I may ask you, did you get a sense that there were perhaps a certain group of illegals, people who are not necessarily Indian citizens, who could be present in that area, in that region? Is that a cause for concern?
I have no basis to say that.
The women there have now are alleging they are being stopped from protesting because Section 144 has been put in place. Would you want the women to be heard?
See, in all fairness, I would say when I went there, there was no restriction. Women in hundreds came and met me. I didn't find anybody putting restrictions on them. But there were restrictions on the general public, I understand, particularly on the pressmen. This is my personal experience. Around 10 vehicles belonging to the media, they were trailing my motorcade. At one place they were stopped. When I knew this, I reversed my car. I told the police, I am the governor. I decide who should be in my motorcade. These media persons are part of my motorcade. Then they came with me. Then there was no stoppage.
Are you inclined to write a letter to the Honorable Chief Minister of Bengal, given what you have seen and the report that you have now in your hands?
I have consistently taken a view that the Chief Minister I consider as my esteemed constitutional colleague. What transpires between me and her will be strictly confidential, which I will not make in the public, unless both of us agree on a joint course of action.
So far, do you believe that there could be a situation of a joint course of action, a consensus on how to address the issue in Sandeshkhali?
I am very, very optimistic. I am sure that a situation will come when the governor and the government will sit together and work within the confines of the constitution. I am very, very optimistic about that. I do not want to join either side now. Let me be objective to the extent possible. What we should do is giving justice to the people, bringing peace and harmony back to that disturbed island. That is my aim. I hope we will be able to make it happen.
My final question, Governor Saab, are you worried? Are you in constant touch? You said with some of the victims there. Are they finding themselves reassured, or do they still live in fear? And should this person, Shah Jahan, and the other accused be apprehended?
I will not mention any particular name here.
Ji.
What I read out was the names given by the people as such.
Ji.
All the culprits, whoever it is, I do not want to pass judgments on any of them. All the culprits are to be brought to book. They should be arrested immediately.
And do they still feel worried for their safety? You mentioned fear psychosis among the people there when you spoke with them, when you're staying in...
See, the visit has instilled some confidence in them. Even now, I'm in touch with them. They are in touch with me. I had given them my number. I said they can contact me 24/7. They are doing it. And from my side, even from the road, I used to talk to them as a means of reassurance. I feel they have a feeling that justice will be done. That optimism is what we should keep up.
You're cutting short your official tour, heading back to Sandeshkhali. Clearly, things are quite dire on ground, Governor Saab.
I'm going there because I want to have a feel of the field. I would like to be what they call ground zero governor. I want to meet the people, understand their feelings. Then only I can take a decision. That's why I'm cutting short my official trip here and going back to be with the people of Kolkata and Sandeshkali.
Governor C.V. Ananda Bose ji, thank you very much for your time. I know you're pressed and you are on your way to the airport, but you have decided to speak with us. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
So that was the Honorable Governor of Bengal, C.V. Ananda Bose, saying that there is a fear psychosis on ground. There is a written complaint that has come to him, which I've got 10 points that include sexual harassment, land grab, intimidation, among others. And he wants a thorough investigation and the guilty to be brought to book, or the culprits to be brought to book. He's cutting short his official tour to Delhi and going back to Bengal, to Kolkata, and then thereafter he says he is going to go back to Sandeshkhali. On that note, it's time for the Nation at 5. Stay with us.